Dave, it's Monday, and that's supposed to mean fun day, but
Yes.
it's really up to you if that's true or not because of the song you're bringing to the table. What do you have?
Wait a minute.
I'm putting this on you. Yeah.
Conduiting somebody's request.
Okay.
His name was B-Boy E3.
B-Boy.
Yeah.
Classic.
B-Boy.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. What is what is
This
B-Boy want?
sounds like purity.
Yes,
and
pure energy, man.
I expect something interesting. It's something I never heard of before, and I think the name is Binary Star Honest Expression.
Yeah, I can't say I know, but I always do that. I think I know a title, right? Like a name, Binary
Right.
Star, but I can't say I do. So,
All
right, that's awesome. I love suggestions. They almost always come through. And B-Boy, man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good one, man. Let's do it. You ready?
Righty.
Ultimately, martial art means
Bruce Lee.
honestly expressing yourself. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky, so I can show you some really fancy movement. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, not that, my friend, is very hard to do.
I know that.
All right.
I think that's from something.
Oh, definitely.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. And for that live moment we thrive, awakening as we make the dead come alive. Rise and walk, my son, coming to the light. Inside the dark, we illuminate mics. Give knowledge to mediocre, the will to Neanderthal, filter to the small, digital to analog. We steady advancing, rhyme enhancing. Simple minds can't keep up with this. Yeah, I'ma put it on the table. I ain't a thug nigga and player, I ain't playful. I'm just a non-seller, a man without label. Standing on my own too, just trying to stay stable. Speaking what I know, do only what I'm able. I ain't the kind of guy who carry on for dough. The material cat who walk around for show. I'm just your everyday merry way, Joe on the go while others go with the flow. I ain't never been the one to follow trend. I do my own bit. Can't keep up with the Joneses. I'm on my own shit. I don't care what you drink, what you stress, how you dress, or where you got the link. I ain't impressed. These lames run around like mice in the maze, trying to get up on cheese. It's just a rap race. One is J-Time schemes to make man worshipings over the supreme thing. A star for law. Shall I join the hypocrites or side with the suckers by choice? It makes no difference that you're a product of environment. It's just coincidence. The world's a violent place, baby. There ain't no more innocence. A civil man of penitence, just ignorance. Cast on the right from wrong. They mimic shit they see on TV or hearing a song. What the
I'm telling you, this is groovy. I like that beat. That's a classic style beat. I guess it's just old school kind of beat. But
Yeah.
it's cool that even here they're independents and speak about that. That must have been a bit different back in the day to be an independent artist, you know? Where I think there was
took a lot of money to do something like that.
a lot of money to do something, a lot of like time and energy, because there wasn't this social media outlets. It wasn't, there was no SoundCloud to get you all out there so quick, or YouTube and all that. It was just like, it's a hustle. It's a tape in the hand, a cassette in hand, trying to give it to DJs who are still DJing radio stations, in college towns and whatnot. But
Yeah.
anyway, I like it. I like hearing this, the take of what we hear from yesteryear. It's kind of cool, the language.
Yeah.
they on. A sucker act up every minute. The righteous live on, but the niggas are infinite. Yo, I ain't hardcore. I don't pack a 9mm. Most of y'all gangsta rappers ain't hardcore neither. Whoever get mad, then I'm talking about you. Claim you fear no man, but never walk without crew. Where I'm from, your reputation don't mean jack. So what, you pack gats and you sell fiends crack? You ain't big time, my man. You ain't no different from the next cat in my neighborhood who did time. Rhyme after rhyme, it's the same topic. What make you think you hardcore cause you was raised in the projects? Broke ass finally got 100 in your pocket. Now you on the...
I had to stop there just for that line. Has always been That resonated me. It's too long a story to try and say. But that when he says, "What makes you think you're hardcore just because you were raised in the projects?" Right. Having worked with some people who were in the projects, Chicago, and I delivered furniture for a company, it was just furniture. We built furniture and delivered it. And we kept going to the projects, high-rise projects, and it was so much different than what you thought. When you're inside people's homes, they were pretty, they were nice people offering something to drink, all that good stuff inside the homes. And it was kind of sketchy everywhere else, right? But doesn't mean just because you were in that bad area that you all of a sudden get to own that being hardcore kind of thing. I appreciate.
You know what? You're right though, because I grew up in Cleveland, and I had friends that literally lived in project housing, and I would go visit them. It's just like they weren't gonna like step on me or anything like that. They it's just like, and as you said, nice place, just like.
It's an apartment, any apartment, yeah.
And one of the things that, like, really, like, when they're talking about that image thing, the lines before this, and they're talking about, just because you have a gun and you sold friends for your friend, sold drugs for your friend,
you ain't no dealer, man.
You're just like, well, it's just like, all right, like he's just kind of like implying that, like, hey, these other people went to prison, well, they got hung up into an ideal of what they wanted to be when they probably weren't. You know?
Showed them differently, Yeah.
It's just a different result of the same person that was in a similar situation. That's really deep. It's
deep because he feels like he's peeling back the layers of BS that surrounds your clout. You think it's this, but it's just because you're dumb. It's this, you think you're hardcore, but that's not true. Just because you have to earn it in a different way, and you haven't, so to speak. But I'm intrigued by this cat.
Let's do it.
Mike spitting money's no object. What you say is bullcrap. If you wasn't with your crew, wasn't drunk off the brew, would you still pull gats? You need to stop fronting, or you're headed for self-destruction. Yeah, today's topic is self-destruction. I ain't talking about the KRS-One discussion. I'm talking about the one too many ignorant suckers lying on the mic to my sisters and brothers. Every time you listen to the radio, all you hear is nonsense. They never play the bomb shit. Everything that glitters ain't gold, and every gold record don't glitter. That's
everything that doesn't glitter, everything that glitters isn't gold. That's actually that's Led Zeppelin. That's Stairway to Heaven. So it's kind of. I know it's been taken and used in so many ways, but that's where that originally. They always kind of style on that.
Oh yeah, I could definitely hear the various cultural references.
Right. Like it's not just
the sands of time at the beginning.
Right. It's all across the board. We was talking radio. It's not just the hip hop stations. It's like all the lies out there, man. Mm-hmm. I hear them all because I'm sitting in the truth. What are you doing? If you weren't drunk, you wouldn't be pulling a gun. It's like, you know what I mean? So if think of that alone. If you weren't like high, stoned, and drunk, you would have never pulled a gun. Right, so what are you really then? So it's just, oh man, it's interesting.
But damn show, y'all need to be cool that shit.
When you're rattling on and ain't saying nothing. I was all on that. I think I elevate my mental.
The old record scratch, man.
Cats got confused somewhere, man. Confused about what hip-hop was. You know what I'm saying? Or what hip-hop is.
It's business, dog.
It's big money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all these cats about, man.
That's bullshit, right?
But dig it, though.
But if you want to make money, though.
I got it broke down.
Break it down.
I got it broke down. You got hip-hop, then you got hip-hop.
Hip-hop? All right, but a lot of cats went pop.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
All right,
yeah.
Now
it used to be real hip.
You got the top 40 version of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I still got something else that I want to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
What?
How many cats you know speak the illegit, rhyme after rhyme diligent? 85% represent ignorant, either you innocent or guilty. Some of my favorite MCs fell off, it damn near killed me. Looking up to kids that was true hip-hop. Nowadays, them cats don't even do hip-hop. Rap got them brainwashed with cats that don't last. In 5 minutes of fame, that's when it's a shame. Seeing real MCs trying to imitate rappers. If you ask me, they going out ass backwards. Trading in respect to pushing fat legs. Puff rhyming on the remix, what's next? It hurts so bad I wanna smack 'em. My favorite crew members break up, turn around and join whack ones. This is dedicated to you hip-hop hypocrites, dropping whack songs like you don't give a shit. I ain't got nothing against nobody trying to make a decent living. It ain't the money that's the issue, only if that's the reason why these cats are making decent music. That's when I got beef with you, and I'ma bring it to you like never. Go ahead, call me player hater if it make you feel better. Try to jump my crew if you cats feel froggy. You need to wake up and smell the damn coffee.
Oh, it just ends that quickly? I
Right.
want more.
I know. I am genuinely pleased by having listened to that song.
Yeah.
I feel really good, actually.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? And gosh, it extends so much into, I mean, these themes still go on today in hip hop.
Exactly.
Quite a bit. And it's just like, you know, it integrates really well with like the B-boy, you know, name. The person, you know, like they, you know, most people call them break dancers, which is, you shouldn't ever do something like that, right? Because, like, say, what's known as breakdancing was kind of like what the media and big companies took over and called breakdancing.
Right. It's what Coca-Cola called break, you know, called it breakdancing.
Called the dancing, the dance moves, right? But like, so, you know, if you think about it, like if you remember, you know, as close as I know, because I'm not from New York, so I haven't experienced this directly. Right. But let's say, you know, you see the mat on the ground.
I saw that.
Yeah, and so they're doing these dances. Now they would call that breaking, would be like form of those dances. But there's all sorts of different dances, but they just called it break dancing whenever they became big, and that even feels much more insulting and fake to the people that were like really in deep with this, right?
Wow.
And they're kind of covering all these little topics here. And so, yeah, like even today, like if I see someone doing that, dancing like that, I'll say, you know, nice breaks. Or if you're going to go dance in that style, they call it battling, right?
Yes.
And this is extended over to like other genres as well, you know, like the various break beats and,
well,
you know,
I'm
house.
ancient enough to be able to say that I saw breaking battles.
Yeah.
In, you know, good God, in 1984 or something like that.
Right.
As a little kid at a roller rink, where kids would go to the roller rink, but they had a whole side room that they gutted out. It used to be an arcade. They gutted out the machines because it was so popular for that time. Right. And they would have it was set, someone painted it on the wall. Breaking battles.
Wow, no way.
Yeah.
Just like in big, huge blazing words.
Huge, like the broken letters, like of like.
Yeah.
They look. Yeah. That was 1984, and all the kids with the high-rise shorts, you know, the green shorts with, you know, all the silly styles, and the kids would go bananas in there. Me and other little kids would just go bananas watching, you know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was a blast and a half. This song, so he takes us back to thinking like that. This song takes me back to thinking of this kind of song is like, we have independence. We feature independence. These artists were independent, right? But
they sure say that.
They
right?
sure say it. They sound like it too. So they're independent, and we listen to independence. But our independence of today that we're champion and that we love and that have a lot of fans have avenues. Those cats, by keeping it real, by simply making music like this, they carved a groove for who was then young, who are now the new, independent artists of our day. you know?
Yeah.
Because all you had back then, you didn't have that outlet. You didn't have that channel. There was nothing but a daydream of like keeping it real. And here's these kind of artists who will leave out, you know, these tracks on their self-produced CDs and stuff like that have say they just call out the bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's what kept the fire of independence going. And now maybe they have it easier because they have the outlet, but they still have plenty to, you know, keep talking about. Well, there's a lot of troubles in our world. So there's plenty of things for the independent artists to be talking about and staying
and
true to,
be pure
to be pure to keep the roots, keep binary stars now in my lineage or something of, you know, I get that right away. Anyway, I could probably, that's one of those that would make us talk out forever, but it was very good. And
this did leave me with one question. What is this KRS-One situation?
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I don't know the exact KRS-One situation, okay? But when KRS-One was mentioned, I was, we got to have KRS-One.
Oh, of course.
We haven't, whatever, but, we do that all the time. But I was like, damn it, Jesus, what are we doing? We got to have our KRS-One track somewhere. But let's find what that, I'm not talking about the KRS-One. Let's find what that is, what he's referring to, and see if we can't put that out.
Yeah, definitely for a later video or something.
For a later video, yeah, absolutely.
If we could find a song that they're referencing,
or hopefully maybe B-boys out there can tell us, might know, because he left us a few good suggestions. So
yeah, we're probably gonna cover them all. He had Onyx and Mobb Deep and plenty to talk about with them,
Man,
but
very good. I knew it was a good Monday, a fun day, fun day Monday right there, man. That was good. Excellent suggestion.
Yes,
thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you. All right.
Bye.